Hey, Dad.
Oh, hi.
What you working on?
I am working on some clay sculptures for some icicles for the winter version of the basement.
What's today's video about?
I recorded some video earlier about what it looks like from the inside of the rooms, what you see if you open up the themed doors and look on the inside. And we're also going to be doing some Q&A, some questions and answers.
Sounds fun.
All right, stick around. This is the entrance to my youngest daughter's room. This is the exit of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. This door here came off of a house from Salt Lake. I refinished it, but I didn't build this door. I stripped the paint, I painted it, and then I airbrushed in the recesses to give it a little bit more depth. So this is what's behind that door. This is just her bedroom. And this is what it looks like as you walk out of her room. This is the door that my youngest daughter opened in my first video. This is the door that's going to eventually lead to the kitchenette that's not completed. This little door, because of the scale that I had to reduce everything to, this door wouldn't be functional because of its size. It's only about 18 inches wide and about 56 inches tall. 54, 56, I can't remember. This gives the illusion that it opens toward you with the positioning of the hinges. It looks like it comes this way, but it actually doesn't. You push it open. And what's behind here is just my tools, construction stuff, some of the lumber left over, and this will be the kitchenette. So nothing cool behind here. Now behind this door is just going to be a shallow storage area. It does open, but it doesn't open up to anything. The back side is not finished. This is a functional lock that I made, and it's painted to have these old chips and stuff to make it look like it's been out in the weather for a while. But behind this area is just unfinished basement. Now this is another kind of hidden door. It's just this top piece of molding, but it gets pushed out of the way so you can access this, which is going to be the theater or family room. Behind this door is my oldest daughter's bedroom. This is the exit to Snow White's Scary Adventures, and it is the most themed of the rooms on the interior. I'll show you that really fast. This just has some oak ceiling beams. There's this piece on the inside of the room. This is the only rock work that I did that was on the inside of anyone's room. This window opens to the inside. It doesn't open up to the outside of the room. But it has themed hinges. These were cut down from just traditional door hinges, and I accented them with various things from Snow White. This has an apple. This one is a dagger. This one is a diamond. And a pick. Her wall plate is also themed to look like old wood, as well as this doorknob. This is made to look like it's old wood as well, with an old rusty key in it, and that actually operates the lock of the door. This is sculpted on top of a regular doorknob with an epoxy-based type clay. This is another doorknob that I sculpted. It's supposed to look like it's made out of wood as well, and it has a kind of a hand, like in Snow White where the trees are reaching out for her. This is supposed to give the effect that it's a kind of a spooky branch that has a hand incorporated into it. Now this is a detail that is not at Disneyland, but I wanted to have something that was a little bit different than what was actually in this section. This is turned wood that I did with these wood accents that come out to the owl heads. And then I also incorporated a small upside down apple. Isn't it just another little detail? This is the light fixture that should have been where that last piece was, that wooden thing that I turned. This is the lamp that actually belongs there. But I wanted to have a small lamp over here because of the space constraints. So this actually worked a little bit better. But this is the same one that you would find on the inside there of the exit of Snow White's Scary Adventures. The door as well is actually at Snow White's Scary Adventures. It's arched on the ride. And this is the entrance to my middle daughter's room, but there's nothing back there. It's just a catch-all for construction materials or exercise equipment. Now this gate leads to the pantry that is underneath my porch. This just has some cold storage items, and it has a velvet drape, a velvet curtain that I sewed. That the velvet is so black that it doesn't reflect anything. It just kind of gives the illusion that there's nothing there. And this door also leads to something that is less impressive. This is actually my room that I use to get ready for work. I work odd schedules, so I have a room that's dark and quiet so I can get some sleep before I have to go to work on the train. Now behind this door is going to be a secondary bathroom. This is just a storage area for our Christmas and other holiday decorations. So I'll show you those. This door you just push to open. There's just some storage containers in there, some videos. Now this door next to it, which is also a hidden door, only goes into the mechanical room, which has the water heater and the furnace. Those blacked out windows will eventually have glass in them, but I'm not sure which glass I'm going to use. I haven't tracked down the particular glass that I want to install. And this is my workshop. This is where I make things that don't require large tools or anything that's going to make too much of a mess. This is where I have a lot of my reference materials, my paints, my drawing station. I'm also in the process of making some winter decorations for the basement. This is a clay sculpture of what will be a clear icicle. I'm going to make several of these of different sizes, different styles. They're going to be cast in a clear acrylic, and I'm going to have some snow effects as well, so it looks like you're actually outside there. Now this is an example of how I've done several of my drawings. This is going to be the garbage can that's going to be next to the bench out there. This is a scale drawing of the garbage can. I got their information off of their webpage for a specific type of garbage can that I'd like to replicate for the given size. This is my little crock pot that I'm using to melt down some clay that I'm using for the icicle sculpts. All right, let's go ahead and answer some of your questions.
Where do you live?
I live in Utah.
How long did it take?
I started the basement in 2008, but the majority of the finished themed area that you see is about 3 to 4 years.
How much did it cost?
The total cost of the basement I didn't add up, but I don't think it cost any more than $5,000.
How big is your basement?
I measured the finished area of the basement and it comes to about 600 square feet.
What do you do for a living?
I am a locomotive engineer for freight trains.
How did you learn how to do this?
I don't know how I learned how to do any of this. It's just kind of comes naturally. I kind of compare it to someone that can play an instrument or is really good at sports. Just naturally, this kind of stuff just comes relatively easy to me.
Will you do more in-depth videos?
Yes, I am going to be doing more in-depth videos. I'm going to be doing some process videos that will show processes such as the concrete from beginning to end, and including the paint process. I'll be doing more of that tutorial type video.
I'm Elise.
And I'm Travis.
And
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Just say I'm Elise, and I'll say and I'm Travis, and then we'll just say together, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Comment down below.
Comment down below.
Can you add that?
Comment. Okay.